Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. They're now in their third generation of being family owned and operated. Thank you to Vermeulen's. The JSO and Chelsea Ballet have a performance of the Nutcracker, and that is coming up December 9th through the 11th at the Potter Center, and that is sponsored by County National Bank.
And here with more good news and great energy, we've got Phil Tripp from Tripp's Auto and More. Really, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, Tripp's Collision Centers.
Correct. Yeah, we're gonna do an official name change shortly.
Yeah.
Be Tripp's Collision Centers.
So
Nice.
yeah, obviously Jackson's rocking and rolling,
It
but
is.
you opened Lansing,
Yes.
and now you're getting ready soon to be East Lansing.
You know what?
How soon?
December 12th.
Wow,
We're be operational.
That's in
amazing.
13 days.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lots to do, but it's good.
You guys never stop.
We're blessed, and there's so much new stuff coming. There's mechanical and calibrations and all the new technology and the electric cars.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought that I would ever be interviewing electrical engineers
Right.
Yep.
as part of our business?
Yeah.
It's
But
amazing.
yet those are the people that we're hiring.
So I've seen some of the technology and some of the equipment that is new
Yeah.
over at Tripp's, and it's amazing. Anyone who has a vehicle with all these sensors and cameras and backups, and there's a lot that goes into car repair now that, before these sensors and systems just didn't
It's
exist.
amazing, and it's expensive, but it's crazy. You bump your car, you replace your mirror. Things have to be recalibrated, they have to be rebalanced. If you expect your car to let you know when somebody's a couple feet from you, or if you expect it to stop, and avoid a person or whatever, it's got to talk to each other.
And not everyone's capable of handling all those repairs.
The
No,
thing is,
they are not.
90% of all the cars repaired last year that needed calibration were not done.
Oh,
That's
wow.
amazing.
And out of the ones that were done, half of them were not done properly. So,
Ugh.
I mean, we're in it's scrambling time. Not everybody knows how, and they may not have to know how, but they better have somebody working for them or somebody they can take it to have it done, because almost every single car that gets repaired has to have some sort of safety systems checks.
What type of driver are you? Do you rely on some of those?
I do now in my bus that I drive, but I have to say that unfortunately I did hit a deer about 8 weeks
Where'd you
ago.
take your car?
I
Yes, you
took
did.
my car to Tripp's, and you guys
Parts
did
are hard to get by.
an
Come by.
amazing job. I got it back, and you guys did an amazing job. But visually, it didn't look like it was that big of a deal. But as we tore into it, they did a great job of just being very thorough and communicating with the insurance company, which is not fun. Your front desk girls and Brandon
Thank
are
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
But the calibration thing is what was so key, because when I bought my car, I said, I don't know about this. It's too big. I'm afraid I'll hurt someone. And they said, you can't. The car will tell you before you do anything. So I needed it. And I was nervous when I got back in, is all of that still going to work? And sure enough,
Yep.
That's good.
I get yelled at by
So
my
do
car
you-
all day. Everything's working fine.
On the highway, you're waiting till it vibrates to go back into the lane?
No.
Problem is that there's only one or two people in mid-Michigan that actually can do that.
Right.
They're not that they're not doing some sorts of calibrations, but it's so extensive. Sometimes we have to look up 30, 40 pages of process procedures. We got to do things with your seatbelt, your steering column.
Yep.
I mean, what the heck? I only scratched my door.
Yeah.
These things have to be checked. If something fires and you can't tell it fires, then your car won't do what it's supposed to do.
Brandon was showing me even the side rails on my car that come down when you open the door. There was even a special code that had to be put in to tell that to start working again after the work was done on the car. And so all those minute details are so important.
When do you think, Phil, I don't know if you've thought about this, but when do you think you'll be repairing more electric vehicles than gas vehicles? Are we a ways off still from that?
We are. However, the hybrids, they're here. In fact, I was really fortunate. A master mechanic and a electrical certified engineer from Chrysler Proving Grounds came to work for me.
Oh.
And,
Awesome.
So I've got some of the finest in the industry. That these are the teachers. Same way with our calibration center. We've hired the fellow that's done the teaching in this area for the last 2 years.
Wow.
So
Yeah, and what's one thing that's unique about some of those positions that you've hired is you've brought people to Jackson from other towns, and that's cool.
We are, yes.
And big jobs, and really you're looking for people who want a career.
Yes, and you don't have to know all this stuff. Gosh, if you're mechanically inclined and you
Okay.
want to learn this, we'll train you.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. If you're customer service oriented, I mean, I'm always looking for somebody,
Yeah.
that's got empathy. You
Yeah.
got to care about people. This is their first accident. This is traumatic to them.
Yep.
We see it every day, 20 times a day, but you got to not forget, this might be the first time you've ever had this happen to you, and
Right.
maybe your only car. And sometimes, that's a challenge. And with parts, we've got a vehicle that's been there over a year, can't get the wiring harness.
Oh, my stars.
I've
Yeah.
heard typically some overseas models you can't get parts.
We're
So
buying
it's
things on Amazon,
amazing.
on every resource we possibly can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A $40 part, they're buying them, people are, and marking them up to $500. Well, if you want your car fixed, I have to get it.
That's crazy.
So
Wow.
whatever it takes.
Well, you guys make it so seamless. Like you said, it is traumatic. You just feel like you're at a total loss. We rely on our vehicles all day,
Oh, for
every
sure.
day. I made a phone call, told you what happened. You said, can you drive it? Are you safe? Head right there. And when I got there, my rental car was waiting for me. I mean, if somebody came out and helped me, because I live in my car, basically, help me move everything from one to the other. It's just much like the brokerage house, a very full service experience all the way
I
around
appreciate
from
it.
one
And
business owner to another.
We're
I
always
appreciate.
needing to do better.
Yeah.
We just always got to remember it's about relationships. It's cars and technical and this and that, but when you go to your dentist or your doctor, you want to know somebody cares about you.
Yeah.
And that's what really matters.
That's awesome.
Nice. Well, you mentioned your growth. You said you've hired 12 people in the last 6 weeks.
We have.
That's amazing.
They're the highest quality in our industry. I
Great.
mean, experienced painters and body people that have been in the business for 30, 40 years.
Wow.
So it's good to train, but for the first time, I'm taking some of the top, the who's who of the collision repair in
Yeah.
Mid-Michigan. Trips is grabbing them.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And you're still looking for more talent.
Oh, we are,
Okay.
yes.
So 12 or so days until you open East Lansing.
Yeah.
We gotta get to Christmas. Christmas
come on.
big
Yes.
in the Tripp family. You
Sure
have such
is.
a large family, which means a lot of events. What are you looking forward to most this year?
Well, like on Thanksgiving, I spent from 8 to 9 cooking, Barb and I did, but
Yeah.
Christmas a little bit smoother. But we're going to do a prime rib on Christmas Eve, and a bunch of them will come Christmas Eve, and
Nice.
then Christmas Day we'll do ham, and just, I'll feed them as they come.
Yeah.
But we have 26 grandchildren, so.
Couple
Wow.
of presents to open, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you and Barbara are always busy doing something, if not building your business and helping your employees, then the community. What do you do to just relax? Do you take downtime?
That's a great question.
I do. In fact, I love to deer hunt.
Okay.
So, and I'm an outdoors person. I love the lake. We take vacations, always get away somewhere in January, February, somewhere warm.
Yes.
So, yeah, no, we do. I don't even work.
It just helps
not
you
true.
balance.
That's not even close to
No,
true.
it's not.
at all. So, well, I'm looking forward to catching up over the holidays. I know we'll
Yeah.
run into each other at a bunch of different events, and looking forward to seeing East Lansing open up. So that's
We're-
exciting news.
We're close.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Phil. Phil Tripp, owner of Tripp's Collision Centers in Jackson, Lansing, and very, very soon to be East Lansing. Rick Walton joins us right after this break.